Hello and welcome to another Midnight Technician recap. If you missed the video or the live stream, link will be in the description. Otherwise, we are going to take a look at where we left off. We're going to talk a little bit about where we're going, and we're going to have a little QA with the chat. Talk a little bit about the ticketing service. So fill up that coffee cup and let's dive on in.
So in here, we've cleaned up our typo. Thank you, Chris. Also, thank you, Chris. He gave me a little script there for a health check. I did wind up editing it a little bit to do some printout. But other than that, I also changed it so that I always have an OK. But other than that, I've added a health check to our Mongo database. A service ticket that I made, but now I'm curious. Also, if you guys aren't using IntelliJ Ultimate, this is how I have a database view over here through IntelliJ Ultimate, and allows me to query the database, view the database records and everything without having to use some sort of third-party thing like MySQL Desktop or Mongo Express or Mongo Compass or anything like that. It is very useful, very, very useful. I didn't realize how much I used it until I went to set up Z on the project, or not Z, somebody else on the project, or a project, and they didn't. They had the community version, and I kind of flopped like a fish for a minute because I couldn't find my databases, my endpoints. Like there's certain things. If you're not using IntelliJ, I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, but if you're not using IntelliJ, you're doing something wrong with your Java development life. And if you're not using IntelliJ Ultimate, I highly suggest using it. Get the free trial. It saves everything. Everything is in one view. So if we go into our ticketing dashboard, and honestly, this could probably use a better name, but this would be where employees would see what active tickets are going on. I need to add a section here, maybe at the top, so that they can see their service tickets. So I'll leave the open service tickets on top. Active requests, I think, are going to be like the current employees tickets, and then I'll list ones beneath it that are just generally open. So right now, as it is, you can see these tickets. You can click on this button, and it takes you to a page where you can edit. This was AI. I got AI to do this one. This could be done a lot better. But for now, it is a way to edit the tickets. There we go. I think that's what you do for that. I'm going to double check that right now. Yeah, there we go. So stick status is pending. Cool. All right, so you just got to fill in the rest of that information. Okay, so in here, I need to scrap together some JavaScript to make a fetch to the back end. I think that's how I want to do it. Because based off the service ID here, I want to populate this text with the name of the service, and then maybe stick a service description underneath it, so that way I can pull it from the database. Targeting to complete this project, I'm hoping to wrap it up and have it fully done, maybe in a week or two. There is a lot that I want to put in this and get it to a point where it is full scale. And it's gonna have everything from messaging queues, services, logging, payment processing. It'll have a lot of things that I have planned for this. Yeah, payment processing. I intend to incorporate, as an example, PayPal, so that there can be a section where
after a service has been completed, an invoice gets generated and sent off to the customer for them to fulfill. So they'll get a notification on their dashboard. They'll get an email to them, and yeah, I intend to show it so that you can like I can show you how to handle payment exceptions, how to handle the all of the if cases that kind of come with that, as well as how to set up invoicing to do some automation as well. So I've got the created date and the updated dates on here now as well. I got this looking a little bit better. I want to make this not save changes, but rather add note. Where did I add that? This is going to be add new note. It's going to be add note. Well, the fourth stream was a little shorter, so I had kind of split this into two. We have a stream 4 and stream 5. You're about to watch clips from stream 5. So the following clips are going to wrap up with the ticketing service. We're going to write a little code, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the future plans. So if you've made it this far, go ahead and give us a like, take a sip of that coffee, and let's continue. We go to our ticketing view like yesterday, and we view our ticket. You can see that I have changed the style instead of being the big dark black background thing. I now have it following our theme, and these are all still editable. You can now add a service note. You get a pop-up asking you for a message or a note. We'll say this: there is time for more coffee. We just simply click on add note, and the page refreshes, and we have a new note down here. So what about the customer? Well, if we go back to our dashboard and the customer sees that they got a ticket in here that's still only pending, um, we can go ahead and click on the view and see this from the customer's point of view. So you'll see here that basically it is the exact same thing. We just took away the ability to edit the fields, so that's just a read-only document. Um, yeah, that was simply done yesterday. I need to make a change to the ticket view page, um, so that when it loads the page and populates the document, I want it to fetch the specific service. So I need to add a way to fetch the service. Um, Service name based off of the ID. I might change the device ID just be a device, be a read-only field. And have that fetch the device based off the ID so it could populate name and description. There are going to be people that would, if this fictitious company has a storefront, there will be people that will be coming in, clearly not customers, looking for some drop-off tech work done, and I need to either be able to handle their device as just a device without tying it to a customer, um, and then I also need a way to add a customer. So I think inside of um, this ticketing view, I might add two more buttons in here. One for creating a new ticket,
and one for creating a new customer. So that way there's those two options as well, and that covers some use cases. Okay. Now I want the device status. Shit. Device status should be you should be device status. Should be device response spec. This, look at this. Now, if the status is not found, redirect to error. Otherwise, device DTO is going to be grabbing that, but I want to wrap this in an optional. Of nullable. Then oh, optional. Oh, oh shit. This, do that, else this, do that, else this, get this, do this, remove that. Hate this. This is going to device DTO, and this is device. So now if I go back into here, we go look for device ID. We'll just get rid of this and say device. This is going to be device dot device name. Okay. Yeah, so now we have a better description of what the device is. Cool. Service. I might make a similar fetch to that as well. There's definitely a better way to do it, but and the reimage service is also uneditable. But now we have a clearer vision of what they want, and what device it's on, and we'll figure out the title aspect at a different time. So the only thing I need to add here next is a button, because people don't need to hit save if they add a note. So I think I might just put it. Can I just do the same thing and put it up here next to this one and just have service ticket details and update? All right, so we're going to grab something from the node elements here, and we're going to grab this notes list. The idea is that it is note list was added here, ID note list, and we're going to grab the list. So from here, we're going to kind of hack together and piece together from the attributes that I stuck in here. And the idea the idea here is to notes. Okay. So there's that, and then that's going to be a ticket that we're passing in as the body. All right, so here we're going to use a put mapping. This is how it differentiates here. Put is generally used um, for updating records, whereas posting is usually used for doing something new. Getting is obviously used for getting. So here we're telling it to that we want to put this record or update this record. So we're going to provide the service DTO and or the service ticket DTO, sorry, and then we're going to go through and do some appropriate handling. So we can. Wow. Okay. So what I forgot there, what I didn't do there was I was just updating the status of the. So I let my autocomplete. I let my autocomplete do this, and it failed. So I'm going to rerun ticketing. Back out of that. I'm going to change this name again. I hit that save ticket. It is in fact going. Hit this. And we get an issue failed to save ticket. If you enjoyed that, and if you've made it this far, hit that like button. And if you don't want to miss a future stream and you want to get notified, hit that subscribe button. Join our Discord community and get involved. Remember to keep your curiosity open, your skills sharp, and your coffee cup full. I'll see you in the next one.